Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We'll talk about our sponsors in a little bit, but we certainly appreciate them. Good to see you, Jim. Do this once a week now.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
But it's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Had a good week so far?
Yeah, so far everything's good. So, Auburn's keeping it in between the ditches right now.
That's a good thing. We got the NFL draft coming up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It begins. Probably not going to be a lot of Auburn flavor in there.
Well, we got a little probably segment coming with some buy and sell that we'll see what you think about the draft.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. Auburn, the SEC championship going on right now at Sea Island. Golf championship, Auburn, killing it. I mean, they came out yesterday and just absolutely dominated, went 16 under. That is 7 clear of the field when they finished yesterday. LSU and Texas A&M were 9 under. The last I saw this morning, Auburn had gone out through the first 4 holes, and they were 20 under. So they had added to it. Now I'll check that during the break and get a final number on that. I don't think they're. I mean, obviously they're not through the first 18. I mean the finish for today, but. They continue to add to that lead. Hopefully they'll continue to do that. They can dominate stroke play, and then I think it ends up you go to match play. So after
that was right. It was match play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of keep us. I'll try to keep us apprised of that. But Auburn, obviously the national champion last year, SEC champion as well. Looking to repeat SEC champion, looking to repeat as national champion, and they've got the team to do it. They are outstanding, and Coach Kleiner does an absolutely wonderful job with them. So we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. Auburn gets a win. Softball program going down to Mobile yesterday. They win 1-0. Kind of odd. Did you see? It's not uncommon to see a 1-0 score in softball, but Auburn in the midweek beats Georgia Tech, who's a really good team. They're ranked, but beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Softball team comes around in midweek and beats South Alabama 1-0. It's kind of rare that you'd see that.
Start grinding it out.
Yeah, really, 2-hitter.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, baseball won with a walk, right? Walked in the run.
Walked in a run.
Yeah.
Nelia Peralta, it's a home run in the 8th inning, in the top of the 8th in this one, a solo shot to kind of lead it off, and that was the difference. That was the difference in this one. So good for them. They needed that after getting swept by Tennessee. That was obviously not what they wanted, but they come home and take care of business in the midweek. They got South Carolina this weekend coming in to Jane B. Moore Field. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Auburn baseball team got Mississippi State coming to town. This is actually the final SEC matchup for the softball program. You get NC State for 3, but that's it.
Yeah.
Then you get the SEC tournament. So we're coming up on postseason for softball. Still got I think 3 or 4 more matchups in baseball. So
Yeah,
but Mississippi State, Auburn needs to take care of this one.
Oh, absolutely.
After coming off the sweep,
you at the minimal
Texas.
got to get the series win, and then you hope for to sweep the whole thing.
Yeah, this is one of those where you almost at home expect to get the series win.
What are they sitting right now? 9, 10
9
wins?
and 9.
9 wins. Okay, so usually we project that it's around that 14 mark that what gets you where you want to be.
As good as the SEC is,
Yeah.
I could see somebody getting in the tournament maybe 12 and 18 this year.
Right.
It's that good.
But you would feel very confident if we got 14 wins, we'd be in.
I believe so.
Yeah. So you hope to pick up 2 of those this week. Then you're playing a bottom dweller next week again as well, another low-ranked SEC team. So if you picked up 2 more, there's 4. You put you in the 13 mark there.
Yeah.
So if you sweep one of them, then you're where you want to be.
Right.
No matter what you do the rest of the way out.
I'm not sure that we do play a bottom dweller next week.
Well,
I think we play Tennessee.
Is it really? Oh, for some reason I was thinking it's back-to-back series against lower-ranked teams.
I'm thinking it's Tennessee.
Let me look real quick now.
I think we go on the road to play Tennessee, come back home and play, I don't know, South Carolina or somebody like that.
Maybe I was thinking home and road.
I may be thinking about, but I haven't looked at the schedule that closely. But yeah, either way, everybody in the SEC can beat you.
Oh, no doubt.
If you're not on the top of your game. So, we will. We've been making predictions all week. We will get Jim's thoughts on the SEC football. On SEC football as we coming up in the fall. Just a preliminary to get a baseline. Place to start, and we'll come back and obviously revisit those. But we will get your thoughts on that. What'd you come up with?
Yeah,
looking at the schedule.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get it to it. And this, you know how the internet works. It takes a minute to load everything up.
That is true.
So,
well, what do you think? All right, NFL draft. Won't be anybody in the first round.
No,
for Auburn. Won't be anybody in the second round or third, probably. But Jarquez Hunter got an opportunity to be drafted. I think he will get drafted. I think he's a quality back. I think he could be a very nice piece for an NFL team. He can return kicks. He can catch the ball in the backfield. He can block. He's obviously very, very durable, very, very strong. He's the kind of guy. That's basically what you're looking for in the NFL. You want somebody that can tote the mail. You don't have to be, super explosive, but if you got to be strong. You got to be able to break tackles. That was one of his best attributes is a yards after contact. So I think that's hopefully he'll end up somewhere, maybe in rounds 4 to 7. We'll see. But if you got some thoughts on the NFL draft, let's hear them.
Yeah, well, first of all, I had, like I had told you earlier, I had a little questions I wanted you to ask you based off of the NFL draft. Kind of a buy or sell.
Okay.
So you tell me if you would buy or sell these things I'm about to offer to you. One, it's projected that Cam Ward will be number 1 overall in the draft. If Auburn would have spent the money last year like they wanted to and bought him, would Auburn have been a playoff team, buy or sell?
Whew. Cam Ward,
the number 1 player in the NFL draft.
Tremendous year at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I think he elevated them to right at the cusp of being at the playoff.
Correct. And you've got to believe, at least in my mind, our defense was better than Miami's defense.
I'd venture to say that.
Yeah.
So the question is, Auburn a playoff team with Cam
buy or sell?
Ward, buy or sell? Jim, I'm buying.
There you go. I'm on the page with you.
Look, I think quarterback makes a huge difference.
Massive.
I look at the close games that Auburn lost.
Oklahoma, that's a quarterback mistake.
You're right there. Missouri, Oklahoma. Those,
even those couple you're talking about, you're getting on the fringe there then.
California.
Yeah, so California's definitely over.
So, yes.
Yeah.
I'm buying.
All right. Second question. Auburn running back. So obviously you've already talked about him, Jarquez.
Okay.
Will Auburn have a running back go in the first 4 rounds, buy or sell?
Of this draft?
This draft.
The first 4 rounds.
First 4 rounds. So,
No.
So Jarquez has got to go by the end of the 4th.
I think Jarquez goes in the 5th.
In the 5th. So you're selling that.
I'm selling.
All right. Here's another one. An Auburn wideout goes in the first 6 rounds of this draft.
First 6 rounds for an Auburn wideout.
Correct.
And basically KLS.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell.
You gonna sell? Wow. See, I would have bought that because I really think KLS can do it all. I mean,
I do too.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I'm not sure NFL teams
They believe it.
are big on him. They don't. At least that was what the preliminary thoughts were, that he was not quite explosive enough.
Really?
To be. But
Okay.
now, I believe after watching him for a year that he could be a guy that could really help. And he could be a number 3 receiver for some NFL team. I fully believe that.
I mean, the way I've watched him play and develop over the 2 teams he's been with from Penn State and us, his work ethic is there. His attitude, leadership is there. I'm with you. I think he gets on a team and he's there for a long time because he's just a good possession receiver. I don't think he's fixing to take over the NFL. He's not a Julio Jones or somebody like that. But I think you're going to count on him on Sundays to when we need a ball caught, he can catch it.
I think he goes around 7.
7. Okay, so you're selling that one. All right, let me give you another one here.
One more, and then we got to go to break.
Last one. Auburn has more than 2 players drafted in the whole draft this year.
More than 2.
More than 2 players in the entirety of the draft.
So, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to buy it. They get 3 players drafted.
There you go. And who is your third? Obviously, we just talked about 2. Don't know the third.
Maybe Jalen McLeod.
McLeod, okay.
Maybe. Or Eugene Asante. Maybe you
I
get
was
a
leaning
7th
to
round.
Asante, but McLeod makes a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up against the break, it's not good either way. It's not good. And that's why Auburn's on 4 straight losing seasons.
That's correct.
We got to go to break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Here they come. Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy. No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensagreen, 334-487-3555. Russell Dewitt Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Dewitt Center today, and J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small. What is it? Doesn't matter what it is. They do a little bit of everything there.
The big jobs, big and small, they can cover it. Any guy, you want to clear a parking lot for a grocery store, or you want to clear your house pad to build you a house, they can do it.
They bring you, what is it? You were
we built
cleaned out a pond, right?
Yeah, we put that, and we cleaned out an area for my child's playground. They came out and cleaned it off, put out gravel for it, made it a nice area to level, and we built her up a big, nice playground. So, I mean, the smallest jobs to the biggest, they can do it all.
There you go. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. All right, Auburn got some competition now. LSU has blistered it today. They are 17 under on the day.
Wow.
They have caught Auburn. They are tied now, both 28 under. So I think that's 28 or maybe 26.
Sounds like a 2-team runaway then.
Yeah. Oklahoma is 18 under. They were 12 under on the day, so they've had a really nice day as well. But outside of that, you got Texas A&M at 18 under, and then it's Georgia at 7 under. So it's a 2-team race at the top, and then Oklahoma and Texas A&M are kind of right there, 18 and 16 under, I think is what it is. So
okay.
Auburn got some competition, but I think still got one hole to play maybe. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that one for sure. Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready. What would you be ready for?
Are we ready for Jim's picks?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. I can give you my 16 list of the SEC, how they'll finish next year.
All right. Everybody else has made theirs, so just lay them on us. We'll go pretty quickly here.
All right. Well, I would think your Bulldogs will be dead last. That is the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Yeah, everybody seems to be a consensus.
Yeah.
No love for Mississippi State here.
I think your Kentucky Wildcats will be 15th.
Yeah, okay.
That's who I believe in, or don't believe in, reverse. Your Arkansas Razorbacks will be 13. Then I'm going to sprinkle in a little Vanderbilt Commodores in that 13 slot there.
All right.
Then we're going to throw in the Missouri Tigers at 11. We're going to throw in LSU. We're going to come in with Oklahoma. We're going to follow that with South Carolina, Tennessee.
Tennessee number 8?
8, that is correct. Texas A&M will be 7. Alabama will be 6. They're going to take a step back this year because they don't have everything on the same page, new quarterback, all that stuff.
So is that a 9-3 year?
That's
or is that an 8-4 year?
I want to give them 8-4 just because I don't like them that much. I feel like somehow with the Bama luck, they'll sneak out a 9-3.
Right.
But it won't be. They'll have more conference. Those 3 losses will be in conference. They won't be non-conference games. That's what
okay.
I
So
say.
you got
they're
Alabama
number 6
coming in at number 6.
That is correct.
You got Tennessee. You said
Tennessee's at 8.
Tennessee's at 8. Who's at 7?
A&M. Let's see what I got.
All right. A&M at 8.
At 7.
At 7.
That's correct.
All right.
Then when I got our Florida Gators at 5.
Okay.
Because
A lot of big stuff.
I really believe in the quarterback. I think he can carry him there.
DJ Lagway.
As long as he's healthy, he gets them there.
Okay.
I believe in Kiffin, so I'm going 4 with the Ole Miss.
They've been
Rebels.
very consistent.
He is one of the most innovative people I've ever seen, or coordinators on offense I've ever seen. I mean, I think he's got some capable quarterbacks there. They obviously haven't been under him a long time, but he can draw up a play in the dirt with anybody. So I feel like they're going to be there. He's got him a good defensive coordinator. That's the one thing Ole Miss was lacking for years, was playing defense, and they're playing defense now.
They certainly were better.
Yes.
Stole Alabama's, stole Alabama. Alabama shipped off their defensive coordinator.
Only because they thought they could do better.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think they did.
He's not as bad as
actually,
they thought. He's not a terrible D coordinator though.
All right, so that leaves the top 4.
Top 4, that is correct. So the Rebels.
I have not heard.
The Rebels were in the top 4.
I'm just going to make an observation that I have not heard the name Auburn mentioned.
You have not.
Okay.
I'm going to be a lone ranger for the nation out there.
All right.
Yeah. So I said 4 was the Rebels. 3 are the Georgia Bulldogs, because I feel like they've got some quarterback questions. Your Texas Longhorns will be number 2 because of Arch Manning.
Oh, wow. We're going
his
straight
staff.
homer here.
Oh, home run all the way. Yeah. Number 1 in the Southeastern Conference, as far as the regular season, will be the Auburn Tigers.
Wow.
Number 1.
Is that now that's 11-1?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. That is number 1 in the Southeastern Conference.
So you're just going to go straight out and,
Call it. I mean, call it like you see it. The talent is on the field. What can we, as we've been saying last year, and Brett said all of last season, it's time for Missouri. Now show me. You went out and bought. We've spent more this year than anybody in the country. I done went and researched it, dug up everything I could. 21 point something, almost $22 million in a roster.
Okay.
$22 million in a roster, Andy. If you can't win with that, we need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, or we need to get our money back.
Exactly. Yeah. Start asking questions. So you've got 2 quarterbacks that are $2 million guys sitting there on the roster.
That's true.
You've got 2 5-star quarterbacks. You've got receivers that me and you could throw a football to. You've got running backs that we both have seen them grow up at Auburn, and they're pretty well serviceable backs, and with a good offensive line. We've got a better offensive line right now that I believe in we've had in 10 years.
Okay.
I mean, that's –
Well, that was my biggest question was are the tackles legitimate?
Yeah.
Xavier Chaplin and Mason Murphy.
Yep.
If those 2 guys live up to billing, if those 2 guys are legitimate D1 SEC upper level offensive tackles, put them on that line and the chemistry works, then
they can make a
you
run.
got something.
Yeah. Yeah, because you think of like what we went over a minute ago in the draft segment part of it, the games that were so close. If you give us the Oklahoma win like we're talking about, you give us the other games that were close that we know a quarterback made a mistake. Like we were talking about, Ward wouldn't have made those mistakes that Thorne made, or at least he could have made up with it with his running ability and had teams in different defenses because they were being scared of, like, if we would have rushed Thorne, like if they'd have rushed Ward like they did Thorne, Ward made them pay for it. You know, especially with a KLS or a Cam out there on the outside. Yeah. Now you've got a plethora of receivers. Everywhere you want to look, you've got a 4 and a 5-star standing there waiting on you. Defenses are going to have to honor that now. They can't just jump up there and go one-on-one with Cam. I think you lose that battle. You go one-on-one with Malcolm, I think you lose that battle. And I can keep going down our receiver list. You tell me somebody you feel like they can cover one-on-one. You're probably out of our number one depth chart at least. You're into the 2 receivers.
I like the 2 depth. I like, the 2 deep.
Yeah, well,
for the receiving room. Yeah. I think we can.
So you see my
go
point.
Toe-to-toe with everybody.
My prediction then is not so far fetched. It is going on a little bit of a limb, but the talent's there. You tell me it's not there. Okay.
We're up against another break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
How about me? Any more, huh?
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event. From tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I'd like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. A great place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got a wide variety of wine.
What better thing to go out and get to sit down tonight and watch the NFL draft?
Why not? A bottle of wine, you may need it if you're an Auburn fan.
Exactly.
Because you're going to be waiting a while. But, yeah, steaks, ribs. They got an assortment of burgers, a lot of everything. They got daily lunch specials as well. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com, just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. And daily lunch specials, they got specials going on in and around. It seems like every month it's a different type of special. But go and check them out. The food is tremendous. The prices are reasonable. It's Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Okay, Jim, you're a big believer.
Yep.
In Auburn, and I'm glad. We need some.
I think it's time to put up or shut up.
I have stated I'm from Missouri. Show me.
Yep.
I got to believe it.
Well, the one thing is they showed them the money this year.
We have ponied up.
That's correct.
You start looking at it, and you start looking at the schedule. You start thinking about, okay, again, if the offensive line is finally in a good place and can protect the quarterback, you've got – but I look at what Jackson Arnold did last year, I say. Why is he going to be so much better at Auburn than he was at Oklahoma?
The number one reason you just talked about before you said his name, offensive line. He played last year with a piece of work together offensive line. He didn't have any of his starting receivers all year long. He was out there trying to make it go by himself. And that joker put it on his back and beat Alabama by himself.
He did.
He ran down their throat.
He had a good game.
Yeah.
But didn't we say the same thing about Peyton Thorne? All he needs is the receivers and a good offensive line.
No, I never said that. I didn't say any of that. Because I think on one time I spent the whole show here showing you statistics from where he's played from his first day at Michigan State all the way through, and he was what we got from day one. Your numbers over his resume over the course of 4 years of playing football, from the first year to the last year, he was still the same quarterback.
Yeah.
Same number of passing he was making every attempt-wise, same touchdown, same everything. Even at Michigan State, he had 11-2 year, but his stats weren't any better. He just had a dang All-American wide receiver out there to throw to. You get what you pay for.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Well, Auburn's got. I think Deuce Knight can be great.
Oh yeah.
But again, I think there's a pretty good upside with Jackson Arnold. But again, show me.
I just think that the light bulb's about to go on, Andy.
Okay. We've made some moves. Auburn is bringing in some through the transfer portal, adding another piece.
Yes.
Yesterday, junior cornerback got 2 years of eligibility. I don't even know what you classify these guys as these days, but I think there's unlimited.
Well, with the new lawsuit coming, it could be unlimited eligibility. So.
Unlimited eligibility.
Yep. How would you feel about that one if you got to watch Jackson Arnold play for 6 years? Would that hurt your feelings?
Depends on how good he was.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Don't you get tired at some point of like, okay, we've watched Pavia play for 5 years of college football. Yeah. I've had about enough of the Pavia moments.
I will say there are, you look across the country and you look down through for the last 20 years or, go back however far you want to go back. There are guys that are really good college quarterbacks that are not going to – they don't have a future in the NFL. But they are really, really great college quarterbacks. If they could stay in college for
5 more years,
and play,
but that's isn't that the whole allure of being a high school kid?
We're going to have to rewrite the record book.
Every bit of it. Yeah, because there'll be an asterisk beside it. Go, okay, well, yeah, he won the national title, but this was his 8th year of playing college football.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
He threw for 25,000 yards.
Yeah.
Of course, he did it in 7 years. But
correct. I think you're a semi-pro league then. I think we're a feeder. You're starting to feed the NFL. Then you're not the same as college. True kid going to class. All he's there is on a scholarship.
Does anybody go to class anymore?
No.
Is that a requirement?
I mean, it's quick.
I hadn't heard of anybody being ineligible.
As quick as they transfer, you ain't got time to go to class. Right. You got kids that got in the last portal that's out this time and went in this portal.
All righty. We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Again, brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. We were talking about in the previous segment, Auburn working the transfer portal, bringing in James Ash on the defensive line from Florida A&M, 6'4", 280-pound defensive lineman. Jay Hardy, who actually started his career at Auburn, transferred out to Liberty, played there for several years. Now he's back. Very highly touted at the time. There was a lot that was expected of him, but obviously it didn't materialize. 6'3", 310-pounder on the defensive line. And Caleb Wetland, the linebacker, senior linebacker from Maryland, 6'1", 227 pounds. Very active guy. I think he had, I can't remember the total, but he was a very capable tackler and a very active guy there in the middle for the defense at Maryland. So Rashawn Pleasant from Tulane, committing to Auburn as well, cornerback, 6 foot, 185 pounds, 35 tackles, last year, 4 pass breakups, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, and he did run that one back for a touchdown, 1 tackle for loss. But one of the interesting things, Jim, he returned kicks for Tulane. He took 2 back to the house. He averaged 34.5 yards per kick return.
Now, do you see him taking Malcolm's job?
I'd put him back, put them both.
Both, yeah.
Let him return kickoffs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he could be a special teams guy that because the secondary is pretty loaded, but you did lose, of course, J.C. Hart and Terrence Love and, a couple of guys.
That's one of it, and I say it all the time. That's one of the things that people don't put enough credit in is your special teams.
Yeah.
If you could get a score, which we hadn't had in how many years on a kickoff return or a punt return for a touchdown?
It's been a minute.
If you get extra 7 a game from a kickoff, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, big deal.
So that could be a big piece. I mean, if not, he's a depth piece in the secondary, but he could also be a huge piece for the special teams. Rayshawn Pleasant. But we were talking about eligibility, and there is another lawsuit you were talking about.
Yes, one of many. They seem to be piling on day after day now with these college players. Rutgers University's player Jet Ladd filed a lawsuit against the NCAA in U.S. District Court challenging the NCAA's application of the Year 5 rule, meaning that there's now a JUCO waiver. Ladd argues that the rule unfairly limits his eligibility, preventing him from capitalizing on a potential $500 NIL deal. So basically, to break that down, the NCAA has given us 5 years to play 4 years of football. You can have a red shirt, get hurt, do whatever, COVID year. They've done it all to keep you in those 5 years. Well, obviously, you and I know Pavia challenged this thing months back and won, getting a JUCO year. Well, this kid has fell into that, where he started D1, went to JUCO, come back to D1. Now he's wanting to finish him a 6th year of eligibility at Rutgers and make a $500,000 NIL deal because of he's wanting that JUCO year back. Do you give it to him?
I don't know. I mean,
if you're the district court,
if I'm
give
the
it to
judge,
him.
I mean, I think precedent's already been set.
Okay.
So I don't know how you don't give it to him.
Okay. Now that opens up the whole can of worms. If you give him that and you've broken what they say is their 5-year rule to get your eligibility, there's no more eligibility in my book.
Right.
You don't. How do you set a limit on that anymore?
Well, I mean, all these things are exceptions, right? Yep. So, whether it's, I was hurt, so, I need another year, I need an extra year because I didn't get to play because of an injury. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe that's I think the guy at Miami who was the tight end playing his 7th or 8th year.
7th year, yeah.
College, but, and so, okay, I went to junior college, shouldn't count. Well, Division II shouldn't count because I was, I played down there and this is something totally different. Okay, fine, but what's the next one?
That's right.
So
where does it stop?
Where does it stop? I mean, when you just say, and when NIL comes into it, and you say, well, I have an opportunity to play college, football, and get my, I'll get 4 years of an undergrad, and then I'll go to grad school for 3 more years.
Right.
And I'm in school.
Sure.
And I have an opportunity to make money. You're depriving me of that opportunity.
Bingo.
To make a living.
Now, here is another layer on that cake that most people
we're going to the Supreme Court here before long.
And this is where another layer of the cake most people hadn't thought about. Think about that same kid you just said. He's gone for 3 years undergrad, 4 years graduate school. He's figured out how to stay in there 8 years. Do you believe that same kid, if he's good enough, he's going to go on to the NFL anyway because the NFL is going to want him? If he's not, the day he's done playing football, do you truly believe he's going to go out in the real world and get a job like this kid's going to pay him $500,000 a year?
If I made $10 million playing college football, no, I ain't getting a job.
So why would you challenge us every year? Buddy, I'll come back and play when I'm 30.
Yeah.
Because I can't go. These NIL deals have made it impossible to be realistic for kids leaving college football. Why would I want to leave if I'm going to get
I don't blame them for trying.
Yeah.
But I do blame the judges because
they're giving it to
you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. It's a can of worms, or as Brett said one time before, the toothpaste is out now. Yeah. You ain't putting it back in the tube. It's just, can we get a big enough tube to hold it in one hand?
It's all in the garbage cans where it's at. Yeah. We got to take a break, but we'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment on this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We were talking about eligibility in college athletics, or the never-ending eligibility in college athletics. We You and I, hope's still out there.
Yeah.
It springs eternal, Jim.
Well, yeah, if this goes through, there is an eternal thing that, I mean, could you see, this is the realm that could be out there. Do we just start calling up old players and say, okay, well, you guys, because the house suit that's out there now, they're talking about retroactive paying players back to, I think it was like 2014 or 2016 money.
Yeah.
So can we go back if this
Cam
changes?
Newton?
That's what I was about to say. Can we go back and call Cam? Can we go back and call these running backs we wanted?
Nick Marshall?
Marshall. I mean, get them. Just have an all-star team. Their eligibility is unlimited.
Well, sooner or later, common sense has got to prevail. We'll see. But it's a fair question. Auburn and LSU both end up minus 26.
Oh wow!
So they're finished for today. But LSU with a phenomenal day, 17 under. Auburn went 10 under. But again, LSU caught them. But Auburn's in perfect position. I mean, I think it's first 3 rounds. After 54 holes, it'll be cut. The field will be cut down. So after tomorrow's 18 holes, just maintain where you are. Go out and have another good day. I'd be surprised if LSU could sustain that for 2 days in a row to do that. So. We're in good shape.
I think we covered it back several months ago, but it's amazing that the money they're spending on these golf facilities now at these campuses. I mean, there's videos on YouTube that I've watched of Auburn and Alabama's both that are just unbelievable. Like,
everything
courses out their back door. They literally walk out and here's a putting green, here's a course. I mean, it's everything.
Everything at all the facilities of every sport at Auburn and Alabama are phenomenal.
And it's sad that you've got at a player's fingertips, they've got more ability to get better than they ever have as an athlete, and all they're concerned with is when they walk in the door is how much you going to pay me.
That's the nature of the of the world we live in today, for sure. Okay, it is April the 24th. On this day, 1988, Andre Bruce became the first pick in the NFL draft by the Atlanta Falcons. Unfortunately, he did not have the pro career that I think we were all hoping that he would, but he was a tremendous outside linebacker for Auburn back in the late 80s. He was a beast. 2004, on this day, Ole Miss quarterback Eli Manning became the first pick in the NFL draft by the San Diego Chargers and refused to go. Said, you got to trade me, and went to the Giants.
Do you not get
won 2 Super Bowls.
Do you not get the feel that's about to happen with one quarterback from Colorado, that if he gets picked by a team he don't want, he's going to play the same game?
That sounds like it.
I get the same feel is about to happen.
When is he going to get drafted? That's another question, too.
He's got it in his mind that he's going to be in the top 5. I don't think so.
It'll be interesting to see. I won't watch it. I don't ever watch the draft.
I usually watch round 1.
That's the most boring thing.
Well, round 1 is kind of interesting just to see what these teams are thinking plot-wise. But yeah, I don't get into it when it gets down to the 5th, 6th, 7th round. Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the whole draft.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Well, did you see the NFL assistant that said Shadur Sanders was the worst interview he'd ever been a part of?
Yeah. Now, some of it, and this is because I followed the draft for years, some of it you got to take with a grain of salt. Some GMs will throw that out there and go, boy, he's a turd head. Y'all don't mess with him. Then they'll pick him down number 3. And you'll be like, what the?
Yeah.
They do that, play it. But I'm with you. There's been multiple teams said that he walked in like.
But to say that he's entitled,
yes.
Shocking.
Yes.
Shocking.
Yeah. And Deion's already come out and said he feels like that him and Travis should be 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 2 and 3. I mean, 3 and 4. He thinks they're that high of caliber players. And that's why I'm saying watch for some drama to happen tonight. They're both doing a live stream. I saw it this morning. Shador and his brother both are sitting live streaming their crew watching the draft. Watch and see what happens. If he gets drafted by somebody he don't want, I bet you see it. You're going to see an attitude real quick.
Oh, I imagine so, for sure. Happy birthday today, Justin Wilson. You remember? He was the first guy that used to do those cooking shows. He was a Cajun. He'd say, I guarantee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was born on this day, 1914. Jim Hardy.
Wow.
Born on this day, 1923.
Yep.
Apparently he was an NFL quarterback.
In my younger days.
Yeah. In your younger days. Richard Donner, Jill Ireland, married to Charles Bronson. Michael O'Keefe, Danny Noonan from Caddyshack.
Oh, I did like that movie.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Hey, that's a good one down there, too. Chipper
Jones. Yeah, happy birthday today, 1972.
Yep.
All right, we got to go. Thank you so much for being with us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now.
Hey, you're still eligible to come back and watch tomorrow's show.
We'll talk again soon.